What would you say to the younger version of yourself? Think about that one. What would you say to the younger Don?
You made it.
Wow.
You made it.
Oh, boy. I didn't think that was going to happen. You made it.
Made it.
You made it, Dad.
Yeah, you made it. Thank you.
You made it. And look where you are. It's so beautiful.
We made it.
We made it. You made it.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day out here. You made it. You made it.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you weren't going to make it?
Oh, yeah. I thought I'd be gone before Jesus' death.
Not too late.
Hi, friend.
With Shannon Michaels, your story begins again.
I am so glad you're back here with me again.
Not too late.
Today's episode is a special one.
Not too late. Welcome to Not Too Late.
For the first time, you're going to meet my dad. This conversation made us laugh, made us emotional, and reminded us that healing doesn't always happen in big moments. Sometimes it begins with simply sitting down and talking. I hope this episode encourages you to appreciate the people you love while you still can. I also just want to say that this conversation included personal experiences involving substance abuse and recovery. This episode is just a personal reflection, me and my dad sitting down talking. By no means, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a drug counselor or anything like that. Again, please speak to your doctor, licensed counselor, addiction specialist, or a qualified recovery professional for personal guidance. My relationship with my father is my experience. Some people need distance from a parent or a loved one. Some people need strong boundaries. Some people are dealing with danger, abuse, or even deep emotional harm. So again, please seek professional help. Loving someone, I understand, does not require losing yourself. There is no judgment in this room. So now with that said, guys, let's get into it. What a beautiful day. I just pressed record on for this episode, and it's called Not Too Late with Shannon Michaels. And I am here with my special guest, my dad, Don. Hi, Daddy.
Hey, it's definitely special. Who would ever imagine?
Who would have ever imagined that we would be here? And actually, let me just paint the picture. We're sitting at this bench. My dad has recently moved to a facility, and it's gorgeous. And it's a blue skies and not a cloud out here. I can hear the birds chirping and there's a pond over there. And actually, I can hear the guy over there. I think he's still mowing the lawn. Yeah. It's a lot of greenery out here.
These mics you put on us, we never know how much you pick up.
I know. I've wondered. I'm like, okay, so I just got to warn the listeners. If you hear somebody mowing the grass or you hear a plane going over our head, it's because we're sitting outside on this park bench. But
it's the first plane I've heard since I've been here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well.
But you can tell it's far away.
You could tell it's far away.
Yeah.
That you can. Yes. Please. Yeah. Don't land on us. We're good. I have a question for you, Dad. I'm just going to start firing off.
Let me say it's an honor to be here with my daughter. My baby girl is still my baby girl. I don't want to get too deep. I start crying. But it's amazing.
Thank you, Daddy.
It's amazing.
Thank you. Chip off the old block. I got your genes in me for sure. I'm going to start firing off rapid questions. So, how are you feeling about, again, sitting down with me and having this conversation? We knew I talked to you about coming on the podcast and being my very first guest. How did you feel?
I'll probably have to wait until it's all over, said and done before I could collect all that information.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. And
as far as feelings go.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be truthful with my audience. Me and my dad, we won't even get into that, but yesterday we had a little disagreement. We got mad, and I didn't even know. I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to record today with him. I'm so mad at him, but we made up and we got through it, as we always do with any time we have a disagreement. So
that was your grandfather's moment that you don't know about. Me and my dad.
Okay.
We got into it. Your grandfather. Okay. We got into it, and we travel a lot.
Yeah.
And what happened is, the next day I came back and I went into the studio, and all the equipment that was supposed to be packed in the limousine that we was traveling in was taken out. And I went and knocked on his office door, and he went in there, and I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "What do you mean, what's up?" I said, "Oh, so you so mad until you done went and took all the equipment out, and you not going nowhere now."
Wow.
He thought I was mad. I said, "No, I can get into it with you,
Yeah.
but I don't hold it."
That's good.
I've reached the point where I don't get angry.
Okay. You let it go. Yeah. I
never take it.
You
So
never.
I don't have to let it go.
You don't
Yeah,
take it, but you put
carry
it. Yes, I carry it. Of course, Dad. I'm
you took
very
it.
sensitive.
You took
I
it,
took
and that after recapping and thinking about it, I said,
yeah.
"Oh my God, she's so developed and so well. I can't even describe how well you handle yourself through situations until I forget."
Yeah.
That was too much for you to carry.
It was definitely too much for me to carry. It's a big, as
So
a guy.
it's your fault.
Is it my fault? Okay. Now I got to take the
Your
blame.
fault for being so independent.
I'm so sensitive. I take on everything.
When nobody knows it.
Oh my God.
I did forgot about it.
You forgot about it. Well, now the world is starting to see. They're learning me. I have anxiety. I'm a very sensitive person. I love hard. Anything I do, I want to do it 100%.
That's what makes it great.
Okay.
You're sharing this journey.
Oh,
and that's something that I had closed down in.
Okay.
I got to a point where I would just say, enough is enough. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Didn't want to deal with none of the issues in my mind. I shut it all down.
All right. Well, let's talk about that, Dad, because the listeners don't know about my dad and how. Let's go back to the beginning. Your father, which is my grandfather, was a minister.
Right.
And you were a PK kid. What was that like, growing up in the ministry?
That was a lot like your coming up. We raised ourselves. We were given these strict rules, and we followed them. If you broke them, then what would happen to us then would lock them up today.
Yes, for sure.
Because it was some serious beating going on.
Oh, Jesus.
So we had a very, very heavy hand, strong hand on our lives.
Okay.
But to look back on it now, I think that's what helped me to go through what I went through.
Yeah.
So I'm not angry with him anymore.
That's good.
Because I did not understand then. He would whip me and tell me, "I'm doing this because I love you."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Mm-hmm.
And but now I see what a hard head I was going to have. And had I not had that, all my friends, most of my friends, I have none. They all gone past, either by the war in Vietnam or either by drugs.
Yeah.
And I was able to come through all of that.
So my grandfather was a minister. You were his son. You played.
His father was a minister.
That's right. My great-grandfather was a minister. And so then were you forced to, my dad is a musician, can play, Dad, list all the things you can play.
Oh, I'm not playing them all now, but I played any instrument I put my hands on.
Yeah.
But I had injury and gang fight and damaged my hand and nervous system in my right hand.
Yes, but you still play the organ?
I still play, but I can't play guitar or wind instruments anymore.
Okay, but you can play the piano?
I
you play the organ?
The piano.
Okay, and the synthesizer and
things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I gave up producing, I think, 8 years ago.
Okay. What about the drums? You can still play the drums?
I can
you
still
play
play
the
it.
drums. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you had that special gift. I remember you were in Jet. You were in Jet magazine. Your family was in. You were featured. And so it was 5 of you.
Yeah,
so it was 4 boys and 1 girl. And then you were featured in the magazine.
I was a singer. Yeah,
How old were you when you
5 years old?
You were 5 years old in this magazine. And why were you featured?
Because we had street service.
Church service.
47th Street in Chicago and all Gary, Indiana, and everything like that. And they would come out and people on the street.
People on the street, you'd have street
and
services.
we'd be dancing and singing. And I played the tambourine and I beat it on my head and on my feet and everything.
Wow.
I guess I was like one of them little monkeys.
Wow, not a little monkey.
With the little hat on.
With the little hat on.
That's what I would do, get out there and dance.
You would just dance and you were 5 years old and play around.
And that was the trick to it. I was beating my elbows and beating it on my butt and then beating it on my feet. And your grandmother, she had a big tambourine. She'd be behind me. I had this little teeny red one.
And you would just play and yes, and actually, okay, I don't want to bring myself into this, but I'm just going to say it. Why didn't I didn't get I tried to play piano or I just couldn't get it. I wasn't interested enough in it.
I don't think you were there. It was a passion that I had from I don't know, I guess seeing them doing it. I wanted to be involved. Yeah.
Did my grandfather sit down with you and teach you how to play, or how did you?
Never had a teacher. He tried to send me to music school. I went for a week, and I was like, why should I read these notes when I know them already? I could just play them because I hear.
You play by ear.
I hear somebody, right?
Wow.
I hear you sing, or I hear the music, and I know the progressions of where it's going.
Okay, so in the church, doing church services, brought up in the church, and then now you're a teenager, you're a young man. I'm gonna just bring it on. You met my mom.
Yeah.
Met my mom, and
well, I think I was older. I was about 17.
Okay.
And
you guys met.
She was 16. Wait a minute, I was 19. She was 16. Yeah, well, somewhere around.
Okay.
I think I was old enough where I knew we couldn't do anything.
Okay, so you guys.
We did not.
La. I don't want to know about the doing anything.
No.
La.
She was underage. She was 16,
Okay,
and I think I was 19 or 20.
Okay, so you.
And yeah.
And you guys knew each other from where? From church. From church. You guys knew each other from church.
Her mother was a missionary in my dad's church because he was a bishop and he had several churches. So that was one of the churches in Detroit.
Okay.
And your grandmother, she allowed us to date.
To date, okay.
And I would take her skiing and teach her. I wanted to just be the man that showed the city of life. You know, I take her to different art institutes and things.
Okay.
So I was giving her my culture.
Okay. So eventually, now fast forward, she's old enough. You guys, dear God, I don't even want to know how that happened. You guys came together. I like to think the stork brought me, but whatever. You guys made me, and ta-da, here I am. Did you? Once I came,
we moved. We moved right after you were born. We were in Detroit and we moved. I had my first radio job offered to me.
Okay.
So we went to Hammond, Indiana.
All right. My dad, again, here's another thing. My dad was
92.3. It's still on the frequency. It's still going on.
My dad was doing radio.
Yeah, and every day it would snow. The snow sometimes be up to your knee. I would wrap you in a blanket and put you under my arm like a football, my baby girl.
Yeah.
And that was my football, and I'd take you out there in that cold weather and jog.
And take you to, you were jogging or you were taking me to work with you?
I was jogging.
Wow.
You were my jogging partner.
Your jogging partner?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And you was the size of a football.
I was the size, wow. And I was
and the only thing I could see was your little face.
Wow.
And you never cried, you never had no stress, but just that straight, serious face on you, and you just would take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was definitely, and then when did we, so now, of course, I don't remember being a baby. My first memory of life, I think, was when we lived in Florida. And
so you had radio. You've been exposed to radio by then.
Yes.
Because I would take you in the studio and sit you in there, and you would look at the dials, and you wouldn't touch them, you wouldn't mess with it, and I'd tell you in the microphone, you reached that, and you was drawn to that.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had the big old swing down boom, and you would love to get that boom and just hold on it.
Like I said, I just remember being like a younger kid in Florida. By this time, we're in Florida for some. How did we get to Florida? Like,
we took a truck.
Okay.
A trailer.
Okay.
And I pulled a trailer down there.
I remember
the same way we left from Detroit was a trailer.
And we moved. Did we move to Florida because you got another radio job, or we
moved to Florida because there was a church. Dad opened up, your granddaddy opened up a church down there in Coconut Grove. A large theater. Right there in Coconut Grove. So I went down there to play the music, and I built a studio while I was down there.
I remember the studios.
Yeah.
I remember the studios. We had a studio in the house.
Right.
I remember, and Was it 2 studios? At one point, I remember there was one off to the kitchen.
Yeah,
and
it
we
was
had
2.
some microphones.
Right, and then I closed the garage in.
And then you made it.
That was another studio.
You were trying to what? Make music? You were doing radio?
I was mostly just starting to dabble in buying the equipment and knowing what type of speakers and amplifier to go. I had went to school for that up in Chicago before I got there. So I saw a great need for recording, and strangely enough, I ended up recording mostly Hispanic people.
Wow.
And I got to a point where I understood them, and and I could speak a little Spanish back, but I guess because I didn't keep it up, I still got it, but I lost a lot of it. But I ended up recording mostly Hispanic people.
Wow.
But then I ended up hooking up with some ex-band members and so forth that had went down that way in Chicago, and we just started laying tracks, and ended up with a band.
Okay.
And we travel around Florida and do sets and so forth.
Now I'm going to enter in 2 things. I have to write my. The first thing I want to ask about. I remember being a little girl, writing. I was in kindergarten, and you would pick me up from school on a motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. I was in kindergarten. Dad, I can't remember now. I remember you picking me up. I remember the kids saying, Shannon, your dad's coming. And I get on the motorcycle, I get on the back. Did I have a helmet on?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
but
good.
You didn't get on the back.
What,
you rode in the front of me.
I rode in the front of you? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't remember. Okay, so it was the front. I rode in the front.
Yeah, you had your hands on the handlebars.
What? Why
Yeah.
did you not? What?
I was teaching you how to ride.
This is insane, Daddy.
Yeah,
What?
and it was so strange about it. Your mother or your grandmother never fussed at me about it.
I was going to ask you that.
They never worried.
They let you.
I didn't think about it.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I just put you on the bike and you took to the handlebars and your little arms stretched out. And I said, well, you got it.
At 6 years old? Are you kidding me?
Oh,
And
yeah, I
what
took my
about-
hands off, too.
Oh, Daddy. Oh, my God. Jesus. Okay.
You
That's
would
insane.
have the bike.
And what about, did I ever ride the back of the bike with you at 6?
No,
Or
you always
liked
drove.
That you must, Daddy, this can't be true.
Yeah, it
Are
is.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
I
it's true.
just definitely remember being on the bike.
No,
that I do
you
remember.
drove.
Oh my God. I hope not. I really hope
You
you're
didn't
making
shift the gears or
I didn't
clutch
shift the
it
gears, of
or
course, 'cause
brake
my
it.
legs were too
no,
little.
you couldn't do, but you drive it.
Okay.
But but guess what? You can ride a bicycle with no hands
Yeah,
up.
that's
Same way
true.
with a
That's
motorcycle
true.
with no hand. And I could shift the steering with
Wow.
my weight.
Wow.
But you didn't just snatch the wheel or go crazy.
Wow.
No, you just stayed
Yeah,
with
we
it.
just stay with it. Well, I can say this. Look, now I'm older. Me and motorcycles, I'll get on the back, I guess, because I'm used to being, but I was fearless when I was little. I can't believe I was definitely fearless.
You didn't know what fear was.
I was too young. I was too young, and my dad.
Just go with it.
My dad had. I could do anything, I guess.
Yeah.
My next question.
You
this
didn't
is,
cry.
No, I didn't cry.
No, you didn't cry.
No. Now I'm a big crier, making up for that.
I can count the times you cried.
Yeah.
When you
not
hurt
now.
yourself with that umbrella jumping in the bed at your grandmother's house.
Oh, of course, the one you told me.
And
You told
I
me to
told
stop.
you, stop
jumping.
jumping, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
The next thing, but you stopped crying the minute I came in there.
I stopped crying because you told me I was going to hurt
Yeah.
myself. I was like, no sense of me crying now. I
Yeah.
got to go get stitches.
And you asked me, what did you asked me, was you gonna get a whooping? And I asked you, what do you think I should do? And you said, give you a whooping.
Oh my God, I do remember that.
But I was like, no, you whipped yourself.
I
no.
whipped myself. I had to go get stitches on my. Oh my God,
Blood
ridiculous.
went everywhere. Your mother went crazy.
I was so.
And she was a nurse.
And my mom was a nurse, right?
But that was before she was a nurse.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
She
guess
was.
she
She was
didn't
in
like
training.
that
She
blood.
didn't like that blood. I think what was she like? Maybe CNA at that point or something like that. I
No,
don't
she
know.
hadn't started nothing.
She hadn't started nursing school yet.
No,
All right.
she didn't start nursing school until she went to Florida. She started out as a,
We
what do you
moved to
call it?
Like a
Lower-
CNA, like a LPN
Yeah,
and
the
CNA.
first
CNA,
stage.
CNA, LPN, or technician.
Yeah,
and then
she started at the low level,
Yeah.
then she
she-
wanted to stop, and I said, no,
And she kept
keep going. I was trying to get her to be a doctor,
Okay.
but she did. I have all the knowledge of a doctor.
Yes. Well, all right. Now I'm going to delve into the hard stuff. My dad being I would say, would you want to say playboy? Papa was a Rolling Stone. Many girlfriends.
I would say
and
just wild and stupid.
wild and stupid. All right. Enter in also, now we're going to add into the other hard thing, drugs. Was drugs something at first you just kind of like dabbled in with your friends? You were you were a musician, so people were, people doing it, and then.
But the drugs we started out on, actually, take you way back, started in Detroit.
Okay.
We were doing simple stuff like Debs and stuff like that. Just keep you awake.
Yes.
So we wasn't doing nothing
pills
hard,
and different things.
We were doing pills and like, I guess I never had ecstasy, but there's something like that's what I think they took.
Okay.
We never did any heroin or stuff like that.
Yes.
But still in all, drugs is drugs. It's a diversion.
Yes.
And we was what do you call it when in that period where they was free love and all that stuff and we was taking TAC and LSD.
Okay.
So we would just sit in the park like we doing now and just look at the stars and look at the trees and look at the squirrel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the drugs we took, we went right back to nature with it.
Okay. And then when do you think that
it took over?
Was it
some point? It took over after I had concluded I had concluded in Florida.
Okay. We moved back to Chicago.
Yeah,
you and your mom, my mom, my dad, they went their
split.
separate ways.
Yeah.
And then now the drugs became
different from playing in the band down there. We was playing the band. You smoke a little weed, and that's about all.
Yes.
And drink a little wine. But then we got back to Chicago. I got a different studio. I think I bought Staples Studio out on 103rd.
Okay.
And Mavis Staple and Pop Staples and all them was doing commercials for me because I bought their equipment and their studio. And then they were still doing road trips too. They would come in and practice and use the studio, so I would get money from them. So, but he held an office. He kept an office, Pop kept an office at the studio.
Okay.
And I started producing tracks and stuff for different independent producers that was doing work for Motown and all of that. And then when I got tired of that, I built a studio in my dad's church and I started doing television productions.
For my grandfather, he was on, he was on television.
I learned how to do the editing and so forth. So we was one of the first black companies to do video productions. And we were fighting to get on the television stations, WCIU, I think that was in Chicago. They didn't want us on there, whatever. And so we kept fighting and dealing with the FCC, and they started allowing us to do production. So I started training the young people at the church how to work cameras and so forth.
We had the grandfather had a weekly broadcast, and then we had, it came on the radio as well.
I did all the radio productions.
We did all these productions, and then...
so it was 7 days a week on the radio, and then we would do productions, come on once a week on WCIU.
Yeah.
And I did all that editing and so forth. But after that, I think during that time, I started doing a lot of other churches. Did my brother's church down in Atlanta.
Yes.
And I would travel down there with the young people. And in the summertime, and we'd travel down there with all our equipment, teach them how to do production, lay down the groundwork for their production. And in between that time, that's when I started getting wild.
Okay.
I started doing coke and all of that.
Was it something that triggered you to start doing? Because it's one thing to, I'm at a party.
Well, it was the girlfriend that I picked up.
The girlfriend. Okay.
She brought it in.
Okay.
You know who she is.
Yes, I know who she is. We won't name her name, but yes. So then now you got a girlfriend, sometimes hanging around the wrong crowd. Everybody has...
She hanging around him, and then finally,
yes,
I'm finding out who she hanging around, and come to find out it was one of my ex-girlfriends.
Okay.
And she then got her into this drug. And, and they just kept pushing until I finally started doing it.
Okay. All right.
And
do you think at some point, I can say this about you, Dad, like, I knew you were on drugs or whatever, but I just knew no matter what was happening with you, I knew I could still depend on you. I knew I could still call you and you would be there for me. Like you were, I guess everybody's family is different or their dynamic. If you have a person that's using drugs or drinking or whatever it is, everybody has different dynamics. But me and you, we still remained close.
You never condemned me. I never felt guilty around you.
Yeah.
And you would come over and see me and take care of me and give me a little something,
whatever.
Look out.
Yeah.
And whenever you called, I pick
You
up.
pick up,
You
didn't
know,
matter,
you
yeah.
was like, you're my religion.
Yeah.
That's my baby girl.
Yeah.
And I meant that.
Yeah.
From that point on,
Yeah.
strangely enough, you're my baby girl.
Still your baby girl
And
all this time.
all the other things
Yeah.
that I have done, and
Yeah.
you here.
I'm here. And
Yeah.
you're here, Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
So
we
you
talked.
you were my strength.
Yes.
Like I say, you were my religion.
Yeah.
And just like now, you're a strong person at bringing me up, and you carry your weight well.
Thank you.
You carry your cross well, and you
Thank
bear
you.
your cross well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years now? No, how about this? What was the lowest point of drug use? Like what was...
I never had a low
You
point
haven't had a low
because
point.
I never reached a point where I wanted it so bad that I was going to go stand out on the corner to beg for it.
Okay.
I never lost my integrity where
you
I was
tried to
going to
keep
be stick somebody up for it.
Okay. And do you think the religion, do you think that upbringing with our religion, with our...
That's most definitely kept me. I was like, you know, I
Certain
was
things I just won't do.
still playing the church.
Yes.
Playing the church at the church. I still
Yeah.
was a minister of music.
Yeah.
I still was training voices.
Yeah, yeah.
I was still recording. I
Yeah.
was still doing my
But
productions.
you would, yeah.
But I would go off and
and
got
do
to a
the
point
things.
where it wasn't consistent, so I had to drop the business. You can't not show up and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Doing
So
drugs and stuff. Yeah.
doing drugs. So
Yeah.
I let it go to a point where that's what I did, but I never got to a point where this was my life, and I always prayed.
You always,
And
no
used
matter
to
what.
all my drug friends would be like, "Would you stop bringing God into this?"
You're like, "I gotta
And
pray."
I was like, "I got to say the Lord's Prayer before I take this hit."
Oh my God, Dad. You've told me that story before. I'm like, dear Lord.
I take that hit, and as I'm blowing out, I'm saying, "Our Father," which y'all didn't hear.
Jesus have mercy. Oh,
And I'm
Lord.
saying, Lord said, "Well, all I do, remember Him, never put Him out of my life."
Jesus have mercy.
And so
Dad.
He's always been in my life.
You always
And I
kept him.
realized that that's when I needed Him in my life,
Yeah,
because I was broken.
yeah.
People run away from God when they're broken, and that's when you need to have
That's
Him.
when you need him the most. Wow. And now how many years, Dad, has it been since you've been clean?
Oh God!
Is it
2007?
2007?
Yeah,
2007.
That's 19 years.
Was it something bad that happened that made you say it, or you just said 2000?
I just said that's enough.
That's enough.
I never
You woke
went.
up?
That was it.
I know you never went to rehab.
I
You
would never. I was like, I woke up one day, and then I went and got me some drugs, and I tried to smoke it, and it was like smoking baking soda or something.
Okay.
It didn't get me high no more. It didn't do it for me.
Okay.
So I tried to buy some more somewhere else, and then I let my friends try, and they be like, "Oh, this is good stuff," and I do, and it wouldn't do me no more. So it's like
The way you
it just took it away. It wasn't working.
It wasn't working. And you
So
just
I
stopped.
said, that's enough. Why would I keep spending my money?
Wow.
And the thing that was a drug turned out to be a placebo.
Yeah.
So I look back at it and I realized all them drugs I was taking was not really what was controlling me.
Yeah.
It was a placebo.
Wow.
In my mind, I was thinking I was getting,
Yeah.
but I wasn't getting nothing but spending my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I went down to Florida or something, and,
Yeah, you went
and
down to
somebody
Florida.
offered
Yeah.
me something, and I said, okay, let me try it. And I tried it. I was like, no, it wasn't working still. I gave it back. I never wanted it no more.
I'm just so
It-
glad.
It was just gone.
I'm so glad, Dad. I'm so glad
Yeah.
that you're clean. I'm so glad that you're alive. Like you said, all of your friends,
Oh,
the friends
God,
that you
all are
know,
dead.
are all dead.
Heart attacks and strokes. My best friend, he stroked out.
So terrible, Dad. Like I said, I'm so. And you're gonna be what, 77 on your birthday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
77 years old.
77 years
Still
old.
walking and standing on my 2 feet.
I'm so happy, so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dad. Let's see. Like I said, we're throwing out.
Oh, we just touching. This ain't even nothing. This is like a sand.
Oh,
a
this
piece
is
of
this is a
sand.
piece of sand.
It ain't even.
Yes.
It's just. You have had an extraordinary life. I have to bite my tongue and hold my mouth.
I've had a good life. I can't complain. I mean, regardless, like I said, I knew, my mom was hardworking. I knew that
Yeah, she sustained me.
Yeah. I knew that you guys, once you guys separated, I didn't have two parents pulling on me. I mean, I think I was playing one parent against the other parent at times for myself. But but I always, Mom, and I have to give a shout out to my mom. She never talked bad about you.
Oh, no.
Not ever. She never
That
once
was amazing.
said, your dad is this, your dad is that. She made sure that.
I'm still trying to forgive myself.
Oh, God, you're trying to forgive yourself, Dad?
I never will make that.
Because
That's
the things
that I've done to her.
Things that you did.
I'll never overcome that.
Yeah.
That was, I have to give that all up. I'll never overcome that.
I know she's in heaven.
I know she forgave me.
I know she forgave you. Yeah, she forgave you.
But it's so humbling every time I would see her. It's almost like I want to fall to my knees and burst out in tears.
Did you?
And then just talking about it.
I know.
That, I have to let it go.
Yeah, you definitely have to let that go, Daddy. Yeah. What about people? Like I said, my mom never talked bad about you, but you knew other people. You knew people were talking bad. Oh, Don is this, and he's a wild guy. And this. Did you ever worry about what people said? Or
no, I had my baby girl.
Yeah.
And you never, stand up for me.
I was standing up for you.
I didn't have to be around. They say something about me, I would hear about it. I said, Shannon went off.
I went off. I'm not going to let you talk about my dad. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. I always saw your heart. I never judged you. I've loved you.
And that's such a special love for you to have. That's a godly love. Because I don't get into it, but love is God. God is love.
Yeah.
And people think they can love and don't know God. How you gonna love when you don't own God?
Yeah.
He is love. You gotta have him.
Yeah.
And it's not a religious thing.
Yeah.
It's just drawn to learn to respect one another.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to respect what you. If I had God in my life, then I knew of him. Mm-hmm. I didn't have him though.
Okay.
But I would have never disrespected your mother. I would have never I disrespected you many times.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did because of the way a lot of things I did, and that time could have been very well spent with you.
Yeah.
So, but for you to have a love through all of me not being there and see me in the light that you see me in, I know that's just not no average love.
Oh, I love you.
That's some real love.
Unconditionally.
Yeah.
Unconditionally, I do.
And I'm glad about that because I didn't want to hurt you like I did yesterday.
Oh my God, Dad! You have me
thank God she got some love.
I
to forgive
definitely
me.
have to love. I mean,
I had to remember not to just control stuff. You get that thing you're always in the control room in the studio, and you stand by camera one and stand by two, and you controlling everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a part of what my nature. I never wanted to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I always wanted to control what was happening behind the scene.
Yeah.
So that was one of my glitches.
Well, I'm just glad again that we have a relationship and that we can agree to disagree. We can, and I wish
and it's teaching me.
Yeah.
It's teaching me when to shut up. I don't want to kick you off.
No, but you have to have, I think.
Yeah, but I got to learn how to restrict myself.
We do. We have to. When two, whether it's your daughter, your mother, we have to respect one another. Respect has to come into play. And sometimes I'm not going to agree with you. You're not going to agree with me. But you can have your opinion and I can have my opinion.
Yeah, but sometimes I got to let it go.
Yeah, sometimes somebody.
I have to realize. Listen, you was telling me. I'm steady telling you to just tell me to shut up. And you said, "Nah, I'm not going to disrespect my dad." And I should have realized then. Okay, she giving me all this respect. Let me just shut up for myself. That was just simple.
And it was a simple. I was
gone. I was wound up.
It was such a frivolous argument that we were having about something so frivolous. So
yeah, but I be thinking. Everybody's like me. They don't get mad. I don't get mad.
Oh, I was just so annoyed with you.
I don't get angry.
I was so annoyed with you.
I push the envelope and I push it. I never get angry though.
Oh, I get angry. I definitely, yeah. But again, I'm glad that we always find our way back to one another. Let's see what
it's love that you showed me. Let me tell you, if I didn't see the light, I wouldn't be acting right.
Oh man. Do you feel like you lost some time with me, or did you? Or
Oh, God,
you
yes.
lost time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like you've lost? Did drugs? What about losing opportunities? Do you feel like you lost opportunities?
No, I still have
did
the
what you did.
same opportunities that I had then. I
Okay.
just don't have the passion.
Okay.
This is really helping me a lot. It's bringing the passion, the memory back of broadcasting to me and
broadcasting, yeah.
sharing with others. So this is helping me. I'm gonna feed off this for quite some time.
Okay. You gonna do your broadcasting voice, Daddy?
Oh no.
You don't want to do that deep voice?
No,
Come on.
I
Not
was
easy.
out in the dark. But get up in the morning with Don G in the morning.
I love it.
Hey,
see?
I'm gonna make the light shine today. Hey, the sun is bright.
I love it. And wait, do the radio. Come on, do the what radio station? Do you remember the radio station?
Let's see.
92 point something.
92.3 WGLY, Hammond, Indiana.
Oh my God. How funny is that?
Can I say something about your producer?
Sure.
I like to tell him that he is very exciting. I've been listening to his programming, and he's got his hands in a lot of stuff, and it's good. So kudos to him.
Yeah.
The producer, he's a great man, and I met him once before in Chicago.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came out to the tent revival up under the church.
Yeah.
He came with you, and I had met him. So let him know, keep it up. Because somebody got to have the desire to reach out to some folks, because I just don't got to reach a point where I'll be like, forget it.
It's hard
It's a
reaching
nutty
people, and
world.
you're afraid to.
Yeah.
It's hard putting yourself on Front Street, and,
Yeah.
and people are gonna judge, or people. But this whole podcast about not too late for me.
It's a sacrifice.
It is a sacrifice. It's a labor of love. I'm doing this out of love. I hope that it reaches someone and touches someone. If they were mad at their dad, or if they were angry with their mom or a brother or a sister. Again, everybody's journey is different. And of course, if somebody is struggling with mental health or, drugs or alcohol, their journey is different. I understand that.
Yeah.
But if you can listen to this, or you hear this and you're like, wait a minute, I feel like I want to talk to my mom. I feel like I want to talk to my dad or my sister or my brother, and maybe take them to lunch or sit down in a park and have a conversation with them and forgive, and maybe we can come to and maybe see their side.
Yeah.
There's always, I know me and you had this debate, Dad. We were saying there's two sides to every story. And you were like, no, there's only one side. There's only one side. There's God's side. I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like I have an opinion.
Well, you
have
did
an-
hear me.
Oh, I did hear you. Of course, Daddy, I'm always listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm always listening.
I still hold that to a point. You can have two sides.
Yes, I feel like I have my side.
But I only have one side.
Okay, you want to be on the side of God.
No, me.
Oh, your side. Oh, you want to be the right side?
Oh, I'll be either side, just one at a time. But you know what? Nothing worth having ever comes easy. You have to work hard at it if you want it to be.
Nothing. Okay, say that again.
Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Okay.
You work hard at it if you want it to be.
Okay.
Blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of give and take.
Okay. What has recovery taught you? Do you feel like recovery has taught you anything?
Yeah, recovery opened my eyes for me to look back and see how much time I burnt up and how many things I missed out on. So I got no excuses to cry about nothing now, because I had opportunity.
Okay.
But I floundered it. But I realized this life is not mine.
Okay.
Because if it would have been my life, I wouldn't have knew what to do with it anyway. I'm just not learning. I think I'm living backwards.
Like Benjamin Button, there was a movie about.
I'm going back to a baby. I want to be that whole baby where I was like, hey, you the boss of me. Shannon, my baby girl is the boss of me.
I'm the boss of you
and
now,
it's
definitely.
so peaceful because I don't have to think about.
You don't have to think about anything.
Yeah.
What has recovery taught you about forgiveness? Do you forgive quicker? Or you were never a grudge holder, I don't think. No.
I don't have to forgive people. They already forgiven,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, because they can't do nothing to me.
Okay. Do you feel you're still growing and learning at 77 or almost 77?
Oh, most definitely.
You
I'm
don't- you
learning more than I've ever learned.
Okay. What would you say to the younger version of yourself? Think about that one. What would you say to the younger Don?
You made it.
Wow.
Made it.
Oh, boy. I didn't think that was going to happen. You made it.
Made it.
You made it, Dad.
Yeah, you made it. Thank you.
You made it. And look where you are. It's so beautiful.
We
out
made
here.
it.
We made it. You made it.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day out here. You made it. You made it.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you weren't going to make it?
Oh, yeah. I thought I'd be gone before Jesus' death. Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it 30, but he made it 33.
Wow.
I thought I was going to make it to 30.
And now here you are, almost 77.
Yeah.
You made it. Wow. Oh, my God. So you're approaching 77. You're living in a new community. Look, we can hear the birds chirping.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah, in the middle of the day. In the not bright and early, in the middle of the day. You still go.
Can you imagine this?
This is amazing. You still go to church every Sunday. You still play the organ. How does what does this season of life feel like? Is it?
I'm doing Sunday as Men's Day.
Okay.
So and the topic I'm speaking on is, be not weary in well doing.
Okay.
For in due season ye shall reap.
Okay.
If you faint not.
Okay.
That's how you make it.
That's how you make it.
Don't faint.
Don't faint.
Keep on walking.
Keep on walking. Okay. What brings you peace now?
Silence.
Silence. Silence is golden. Whew. I didn't understand that phrase, and I was what silence.
I mean, no thoughts going through your head. Just silence.
And look, Dad, you know I have anxiety, so it's like, of course, no thoughts going through my head. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's peaceful. You don't get no greater peace than that. There's an airplane flying up. He had to break it up.
He has to break up the peace, but yes, no, just nothing, no peace. I love that, just peace.
Yeah,
just
this
peace.
way this world is. You get a little peace.
You get a little peace, and here comes an airplane comes. Great.
And he's lingering.
All right, so peace is silence. What brings you joy on a normal? Just when you wake up in the morning, you're just happy to be alive?
I'm just equilibrium.
Equilibrium. Okay. All right. What?
Not to have so much pain that I can't get up.
So that brings you happiness.
And you cannot pinpoint the pain. It's all over.
It's
You feel like, where is this coming from?
Everything's hurting. Oh, God. Is that what?
It's a payback for all you done did in this body.
Oh my God.
You was acting a fool when you were young, beating yourself up and all this.
Oh my
now
God.
You know.
Oh my God. What has surprised you most about getting older?
That I didn't recognize I was going to get older.
So you thought you were going to be young forever?
I never took the thought to think about it. Boy, I should have remembered. I should have knew. I didn't pay attention. I didn't recognize.
Oh my God.
Boy, you better enjoy it while you're young.
Enjoy this age, huh?
Yeah, and take care of yourself.
I'm not going to tell the listeners how old I am, but I'm going to enjoy this age.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, you wake up one day.
Oh, you way ahead of the game.
Okay. All right. I still got time to have some fun.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see. All right. So getting older. Let's see. What do you worry about less now that you're older? What do you worry about less?
I don't know. I think
Do you worry at all?
I didn't worry when I was younger, so I'm not worrying now.
You said now we here.
I missed all the worry.
You're hilarious, Daddy. You're like, nope, I got no worries. I'm here. I'm alive. Yep. Wow.
I think the most worry I think I had was recently when, trying to make a move and, get housing and so forth.
Okay.
I think that's the first time I've worried.
All right. When we were trying to get you into this facility.
You took that cross from me.
Yeah.
And you took all the worries away.
Yes. Wow. Let's see. After everything we've lived through, what does our relationship mean to you today?
Oh, God. The only one I have on earth.
Yeah.
The only one I have on earth.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm here for you, and my grandfather and my grandmother are now in heaven, and so yeah, it's me and you, Daddy.
That's it, my baby girl.
And I gotta say, are you proud of me?
Oh God.
Proud of the woman I've become?
Oh God. Becoming.
Becoming. I'm still becoming. You're right. I'm still becoming. I'm still learning. I'm still growing.
Ain't no need of me stopping here. Just being proud of you.
Okay. Keep going.
Girl, you're wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, and you keep going.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
Keep going.
What is one memory of us that you never want? What is one memory of us you never want to forget, no matter how old you become?
The fact that you love me through all of my ways.
Okay.
You never forsaked me. You never put me down. You never looked at me less than who I was. You always give me honor.
Always respect you, Daddy. Always. And it'll always be like that.
Can't get no love like that except from the Father. So let me know you got it.
Let's see. This is a hard question for a person listening who loves someone struggling with addiction. What do you want them to understand? And you could take your time with
Understand that it's out of their hands. They have no control. Neither does the person who's addicted have no control. That's why they're addicted. And the best thing that you can do is find a pathway that will divert your time and your attention from the drug or whatever. Try to stay busy, try to move around. Try to be there for them if you can, if you can't. But I don't want to push people into religion but that's my hope. My hope is to cast all your cares on the Lord, trust in Him. And it's not Him, it's the words, it's His teaching. It's just a proclamation of teaching on how you should live to overcome life. So you don't have to be a Catholic, you don't have to be a Christian, you don't have to be a Protestant, you read the words as they are, just like you would read a health book and you take this and you do that. So find something that you can lend yourself to that you will abide by.
Okay.
Find a religion, get up jogging every day. Let that be your religion. Get up and walk, stay busy. Do something to divert your mind from thinking about the drugs.
Okay.
And first of all, look at how it's destroying you.
And destroying the people around you.
And the people around you.
They're affected too.
It's hurting, but the people around you can't take your cross on.
Yeah.
You get to a point where you stealing and you breaking in and all of that stuff, you got to move.
Yeah.
You got to go on.
Yeah.
So a person, a lot of people, I don't want my person to be on the streets and homeless. Of course you don't. But you're not helping them when you got them there. And I'm a different type. I was a different type of user. I would ask for what I want. If I didn't get it, I didn't care. I didn't hold nothing against that person because I was just like, if you can't afford it, you can't buy it, you don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but there's no one way you can tell nobody about move or walk like that, or experience like that.
Yeah.
There's no set way. Because even if you read the Bible, you can't keep your mind focused on it because you're thinking about the next hit or the next drug.
Yeah.
So, you think about drugs before you even use it. I think I heard you talking about some people think about the situation or scenario before they even...
Before you even get it. Yeah, drugs are so hard. Like, yeah, and I think that's for me, I kind of understood that. Like, it's not like, I guess drugs, I know that drugs, the person that's using, they can't help themselves.
No.
It's an addiction. It
starts out fun.
Yeah, it starts out,
It's fun. It's a first good feeling.
Yeah.
But when it gets to a point where you can't help it, you got to have it.
Yeah.
You can get strung out on Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah, you want to, I mean, people are addicted to food.
You can get strung out on life.
You can get life, yeah, you can get strung out on you can over-exercise, like you have to have, So
anything that takes too much of you.
Or you're obsessed with,
yes,
for sure. What would you say to someone who is ashamed to ask for help? You've done so many bad things, you've stolen, you've said things.
God.
What would you say to the person who...
Like I say once again, I never got used AAA or none of that stuff. I never went to a class of withdrawal. You make up in your mind, I've had enough, and this is it. And listen, you can't get a baby candy every time you ask for candy.
Yeah.
And the baby inside of you.
Yeah.
That baby inside of you begging for a drug like a candy, you got to grow up. The adult inside of you got to step up and say, wait a minute, that's enough. No candy for the baby.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I let the adult inside of me.
Did you go through withdrawals? Did you have
No.
like shaking? And I've seen things, you know, where no,
No,
none
of that.
None of that.
Because the man inside of me stood up and said, listen, that's enough, baby. You're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
That's enough. And every time the urge would come on, I had the man inside of me said, nope.
Nope. Wow.
Said, if you make it easy on yourself and chill out or sit there and trip, you still ain't getting no candy.
What would you say to a father who wants to now repair his relationship with his daughter if they've been estranged? What advice or what would you say to him? Is there anything?
I would say you can't do nothing unless it's warranted, unless they reach out for you.
Okay.
Because I've experienced that.
Yeah.
You can't reach out to someone who's not receiving you.
Yeah.
They have to want to come back. No matter how bad I would want to repair that relationship, if that child does not want to reciprocate, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. So I guess at that point you just continue to work on yourself and do you. So the day that when that child comes to you or wants to call you or reach out to you, then you're ready to have that conversation. Okay.
Because if you don't, it's going to tear you apart.
Yeah.
It's hard enough for it to tear you apart, but to watch your child tear themselves apart.
What should someone remember when the person they love is not ready to get help? So I see my father or my sister or my brother is struggling and they're just not ready. I want to help them, but they're not, the person themselves, they're not ready to get help.
Then you find peaceful solace for yourself.
All right.
The more peace that you have and control, you carry it for them. Just carry it for them, have it for them.
Yeah.
It's inside of you. Everything is not a physical contact for it to act. You can interact with your spirit.
Okay.
Your spirit can hold such strength until you don't even have to be around them. It's still radiating.
Yeah.
It's like the radio frequencies and signals going through the air. And once that transmitter, I was a transmitter engineer, that transmitter boil the frequency so hard until it gets so hot, go down them hexagon pipelines until it radiates, goes up that antenna, and it disperses.
So just keep
you can't even see it.
Just keep loving them.
Just keep loving
them. I see that they're doing this, they're doing that, and
because you know they need it.
Just keep loving.
Just keep loving them.
Okay.
Just keep loving them. It's your spirit. It's your spirit got to work.
Because we're connected.
That's right.
We're connected. We're family. We're connected.
We are. We're connected with each other.
Oh yes, I definitely believe that.
Have you ever walked into some place and nobody's in there, and all of a sudden, boom, a bunch of people pop up everywhere I go. People pop up. It gets crowded. My spirit, I walk with a standard, not so much as holding my head up high and all that, but I walk with a standard knowing that there's a spirit inside of me and I want it to radiate.
Good.
I want it to touch lives.
When you walk in a room, you want to exuberate.
That's right.
Yes,
that energy.
Yes.
Same way you doing.
The same way I'm trying to do, for sure.
You ain't trying, you're doing it.
I'm doing it. All right, I'm doing it. Let's see, here's one. When people tell your story, what do you hope they remember first?
That I'm just like them.
We're all the same. We're not different.
Just different times, different directions, different ways.
Different nationality. I'm taller than you. I might be shorter than you. Lighter, darker.
We're all the same.
We're all the same.
We're
all the same. What do you want your children?
Just glad I don't have some other people's issues.
Oh God, yes.
Got my own.
We got our own problems.
I see some other
You get
issues.
yours, I got mine. Yeah, let's not trade.
Ooh, glad
Let's not
I
trade.
don't have that problem.
Oh my God. What do you want your children to remember about you? You have other children. Papa was Rolling Stone, if I should say that. But yeah, but the other ones, your other children, you don't really talk to. We're kind of you're estranged from.
Yeah.
And we don't.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't have the same mother.
Yeah.
It's the difference.
Different.
But then, then I can say that about the oldest son.
Yeah.
His mother tried to keep us together, but she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I said, you can't talk to a child without them angry at you.
Yeah.
Then there can never be a connection.
Yeah.
So they can remember whatever they want to remember, but I know they will know the truth before they leave here.
Yeah.
I don't care who your mother, father, what your mother, father is, you're supposed to honor them.
Yeah.
And respect them. And not just your mother and father, people in general.
Yeah.
It's because a person don't have the proper clothing or whatever, and they drunk and they walking down the street. You don't disrespect them.
No.
Because you don't know what they going through.
You don't know what they're going through.
So,
yeah, that's how I was raised. That's how you guys raised. Like, yeah.
So, I know they will know what real life is about, because was that Janis Joplin wrote the song. She said, you don't know what freedom is until you have nothing else to lose. A lot of people don't understand that. So you get free when you cut all these ties are loose and all these emotions are loose. You got to be free of that. You can't let that kill you. And they're not going to be free until they get rid of all that anger or whatever trip they holding on to.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Do you believe everyone deserves second chances? I believe second, third, fourth, fifth.
There's no limit to it.
There's no limit to chances.
No.
Yes, there are no limits.
We are not limited with chances. As long as you can move, be, and do something. What's that man that used to be so brilliant or whatever, had him in the wheelchair and he's laying up sideways. He's such a genius. He got the voice box talking for him and everything.
I know what you're talking about.
He still felt like he was unlimited.
Yeah. No, I know. People,
and so I said, that's amazing.
That's amazing. People that have handicaps and that are, they will be amputees and they're still doing marathons and they have no arms or they're rowing, like, I am always
seeing them out there catching buses and barely walking.
I am inspired every time.
So it's the heart of man.
Wow. So someone believes the worst years. What would you say to someone who believes? Let's see. How about this question? What would you say to someone who believes their worst years have already defined them? You did all these bad things in the past. You got all this stuff you did. You said this. You did this, and now you're just beating yourself up because.
If I met somebody that feel like their worst years have defined them, I'm looking at a person that has no hope. And who gives hope? I can't hand them no hope unless I can say something that I know something about them that might inspire them, that bring me back into broadcasting is inspired, gives me hope. These are questions I couldn't answer.
Okay. All right. How about this one? What would you say to someone who thinks they waited too long to return to their faith?
I would say stop looking back on the past and live in the moment, because that's where we should be anyway.
Yeah.
We in this moment. The past cannot help you. It cannot. Yeah. Some people say, remember the past. Yeah, remember the past so you won't do that no more. Yeah. Whatever it was that had you doing what you was doing in the past, don't do that. Yeah. Try something new. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect the change to come.
All right. What would you say to someone who believes they're too old to use their gifts?
Just stop judging yourself.
Yeah. It reminds me of, so I was on the way here, and I don't know if I told you that the flight attendant, she was sitting next to me, and I ended up talking to her about the podcast. Mm-hmm. And she said that, I said, yeah, check out my podcast. It's Not Too Late with Shannon Michaels. And she was looking up and she says, well, what is it about? And I said, it's about, I've had anxiety. I went to school later in life and now I'm doing this podcast and I'm just, on this journey of life, just trying to still become evolving. And she says, well, that's been my whole life. And I was like, huh? Yeah. And so she says, her name was Karen. So shout out to Karen that works at Southwest, the flight attendant. She says, I'm 66. She said, I became a flight attendant at 50. She said, and now, she said, prior to this, I've been a nurse. I was a paramedic. She said, I was a police officer at 35. She said, anything I thought I wanted to do, I just did. She said, even now at 66, I'm thinking about what my next job is going to be, like what I'm going to do. And she said, and I said, well, what about, I guess my face was saying like, you're 66, but what about your age? She was like, and if they say anything, I didn't say this. I guess my face was saying this. And she looked at me, she said, and as far as my age is concerned, I don't worry about anything. She said, because I know what I bring to the table. I was like, and then I said, aren't you afraid? What about your, I said, I have anxiety, so I get kind of worried about things. And I said, what about your doubts? And she says, she's looking, she's like, no, I don't have any doubts. I know I can do it. I said, what? And I said, wait a minute. What about friends and family that might have tried to talk you out of it or say this or say that? She was like,
No, I don't have no people. I don't have nobody like that around me. And I was like, oh my God. So this lady was just basically fearless. Again, shout out to Karen, Southwest flight attendant, who is just fearless at 66.
It's the mindset.
No.
You had to have your mindset on that. You know, how can you say you can't do something and you ain't tried it? And if you tried it and failed, how can you say you can't try it again?
Okay.
And I don't care how many times you fail, as long as you can do it again. Like I heard you say that. As long as you can get up and do it again.
Just keep trying.
Just keep trying.
And that's what I think I'm going to say to...
Well, that's what makes your program exciting. I've heard a lot of podcasts and people doing podcasts. I decided I was going to do a podcast. But I did one day. One day of talking about prosperity and talking about mental health and talking about drug use. I was wore out.
It's stressful.
I was like, can I do this? Not even once a week. No, I cannot do this. So that's what makes it make me understand now what you're doing.
Yes.
By taking the time to share and talk. 'Cause, you know, you get to a point you don't want to talk about stuff. You just let me get it in my baby blanket and wrap up.
That's all I want to do.
Get in the closet in the corner and close the door from this world.
From this world. They're so mean. People are so...
So don't take it for granted. What you're doing is amazing.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Daddy.
I pray your strength and
you,
your
thank
endurance.
Thank you, Daddy.
You'll be asking yourself, what do I remember?
What do I remember? One day you'll have to interview me. Wow.
Oh, God. See, you just renewed my hope. Because I got to a point I don't want to talk about nothing. As I ask myself, okay, if I die and I come and remember all the things I was and what I did, what would I choose to be when I come back?
Oh, that's a good question. Would I choose to be myself again or somebody else? I don't know.
And what job?
What job would I do? Oh my God, that's a good question. If I could come back, who would I be? Would I be the same person? And if I'm working, what job would I?
What would I pursue in life and whatever? And you know what? I still haven't answered that question.
That's a good question, Dad.
I've asked myself, okay, I'll be a lawyer because that's what I was going to start out, to be a lawyer.
Okay.
And I started out pretty mad. But then I saw a little blood and changing pots and pans, and I was like, that's enough of that.
No blood. No.
So I went to pre-law, and I ended up majoring in journalism.
Okay.
And that's where I ended up with a major in journalism.
Okay.
But now I ask myself all of the pertinent questions or whatever. I have no answer to who I would want to be and what job or description I would want to pursue if I came back again. The most I can come up with is nothing.
Wow. I know.
And I keep asking myself that question every so often.
That's an interesting
I'm still looking for it.
That's an interesting question. I never thought about if I...
Yeah, it's going to keep you trying to answer.
If I could come back, who would I come... Would I come back as the same person? Would I do the same job? Well, I do say this.
Would you want to be black or white?
Wow. Would I want to be black or white?
Would you want to be
Spanish? What nationality?
Would you want to grow up in
the
Italy?
American, or like be an American?
Would you want to grow up and be born in the UK? That question is endless.
Yeah, it's endless. Would I want to be super rich, super famous?
Yeah.
Wow. Well. All I know is that, Dad, I am in this place and in this space with you, and I'm grateful that you are my first.
Have a beautiful smile.
My first.
Look at them dimples.
Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
It's like they developed over time.
Thank you very much.
They did.
My dad is my biggest fan. I love this. Yeah. I got a fan club. Just the one fan right here.
I've been calling everybody up, and everybody said that's amazing.
Thank you.
She said it is so relatable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I definitely try. I promise to keep this podcast honest, real.
Oh,
and
there's no doubt it's real.
And
we're up here crying.
I know we're over here crying. I just wanted, and again, I wanted to touch somebody. That's the goal. I'm not just talking just to be talking. Yeah. I really hope that
I see your vision.
I really hope that this touches somebody.
I feel you, and I experience, and I appreciate you having me.
Thank you. Thank you,
shout out to your producer.
Thank you so much, Dad. I love you.
I love you too.
Friend, I just want to say thank you again and again for spending this time with me and my dad today. If today's conversation made you think about someone that you know is struggling or someone that you love, don't wait to tell them. life is too short and some conversations are worth having today. If this episode or any of the previous episodes resonated with you, I would love for you to follow the podcast, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little hope. You can find me on Instagram and all my social media platforms at Not Too Late Shannon. Again, Not Too Late Shannon. Until next time,
Repeat it soft,
remember, it's not too late.
not too late. Welcome to Not Too Late with Shannon Michaels.